Hello everybody. Looks like we are up and running as expected. I don't know if either of you, or any of you that is, were here yesterday, but sorry if anybody was waiting. Since on Wednesday we had the football, it was quite. They were selling double pints, which is an unusual thing. So 3 of those, and I was not feeling up to streaming yesterday morning, so I just stayed in bed a little bit longer. So let's see here. What are we up to? So we've been working on this mountain here. It's the next portion of this build, where we have the water down here, and I'm trying to work around in this direction. Perhaps one day, using the miracles of lots and lots of hard work and some tools, I might be able to combine all of these videos into a single time-lapse shot, where everything gets built before your eyes. Perhaps not. We will have to see how that works out exactly. So, my audio working? I can't actually see it. That's weird. Oh well, I'm just gonna assume it's working, unless you guys tell me so. And I'm gonna get started here. So, let's see then. I want to continue the work on maybe on this back side, because it's still looking very rough. On the front here, it's looking pretty nice now, actually. Hello, I'm that guy. I am that guy too. 4, 5, 6. I will give you 3 guesses, friend. Here goes guess number 1. So, I'm going to take a smooth brush first off, actually, because this area never did get the smoothing that it deserved. So, smooth. And we're going to use a slightly larger one. And with a little bit of effort, we can just take off some of the rougher edges here, so that when we use the other brushes, we won't kind of amplify this noise, and we can kind of see a little bit better what's going on. Welcome, Nutmeg Knight. Have you made a guess? I'm just going to get rid of these kind of slightly uglier spots, just because, first off, they don't look great on the time-lapse, and second off, as I say, they tend to become amplified later, so I'm going to try and avoid that. Is it an Apache one with Hellfire missiles, or are we talking like a little bird with the machine guns? What kind of helicopter are we talking? Again, so I used lift brush on this area here, and it created these kind of weird ridges, so I'm just gonna go for a little bit of a smooth. I'm using a small brush here because I don't want to over smooth. It's a big danger, really. Welcome, 2 more, Renegade Blizzard and Commander Root. Thank you for following. Hope to see you both around a little bit more. Yes, so I don't want to over smooth because that's a big danger, really. Because every time you use a smooth brush, you take detail out of the build, and sometimes that's what you want if you've got all this kind of noisy detail. But it's definitely possible to over smooth. I would definitely play Sandstorm if I had that capability, but I have a I'm concerned about copyright. I don't know my copyright very well, so I'm sticking to the playlist that I have. Maybe in the future we will be able to request Sandstorm specifically. Oh, for me it's got to be Blackhawks, I think. Although I don't know, are Blackhawk? Maybe Blackhawk's not a Won't actually be an attack helicopter, is it? You'd be my attack helicopter, will you? And we've still got some smoothing needs doing through here. And that is an ugly spot right there. As I say, I'm kind of fixed on the playlist, so I'm afraid I won't. Nice. That's good. Well done. So time to celebrate. Get high on energy drinks, maybe. I don't know how old you are. Maybe some shandy. So I'm noticing here we've got like a hole here. We've got this kind of nice slope here, and it comes down to this kind of just a mess here. So let's tackle this corner here. So I'm going to use a lift brush. Now lift, well, you can see what lift does. It pushes or it lifts. It's pretty easy. And what it also does is it introduces a lot of noise into the build. Because we're essentially overlaying circles onto the build, circles of extra material, and so where they kind of overlap we end up with a lot more noise, so we will need to smooth again. But what I'm hoping to do here, I'm trying to make quite a natural mountain shape, so I'm hoping to create kind of a bowed shape in the middle here, almost like a valley, but at the moment we don't have that. Thanks Frostrain, if only it were super true. And it's gonna take a little while, but I feel like building up in this way is the more effective technique, because if you start to use cylinders and things, what you end up with is well, you see the cylinders. I mean, you can see them still here, despite all the work that I have been doing. So I feel like the lift brush is the kind of real, I mean, I suppose the sculptural analogy would be adding clay onto the build, rather than taking like a big block, which is kind of what we would be doing with cylinders. So we're just adding a little bit here and a little bit there, and then we're taking a little bit away. So like here, for example, let's say we don't want that, we can push a little bit off. And in this way, we really can control the edges of the environment very well, which is something that Minecraft's normally not very good at. Actually, without these tools, you really can't do it. So we get, yeah, it looks quite nice. I mean, the danger here is that we're going to have something that is too regular. But I think too regular to start with is a good starting point, and then we can kind of work through it at a later date. So I'm just gonna now try and really make these into two separate, distinct ridges with kind of a gap in the middle. I know I've just lifted this area, but I'm now gonna push the center down to try and like really, yeah, basically to create kind of a valley through the middle. And then we're going to go over with a smooth brush in just a moment and see kind of what we've made. Another great thing about this particular lift brush is maybe it doesn't do what I think it does. I always thought the lift brush worked on the direction you're facing, but maybe it doesn't. I was just about to say, another great thing is it works on the direction you're facing, but I don't think that's actually true, having just seen what happened there. But there we go, we've bulked out this area a little bit more. And let's take a smooth brush, and we'll take a bigger one actually. So we'll just do a quick kind of smooth over here. In fact, let's not use that, let's use the blend ball. Who knows how the blend ball works? I don't, but it works good. I don't know what it does, I don't know how it does it, but it does do it, whatever it is. I just don't know what it is. It does, it's like, it's kind of like the smooth brush, but I don't really know how it's different. It just seems to work better. Creates less of these really regular shapes. somebody can tell me how this brush works, I will listen to it. So we also have this edge here, but we might leave this for now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave that for now. Let's see if I can... Actually, I guess it's the next thing, isn't it? So this area looks a little bit better now. Obviously, I need to put some surface area on there, but let's go for some space in here then. Some space. What am I saying? Let's put some stuff here. Is what I'm looking for. So I'm gonna do a brush catenary stone. So this brush, if it works as I believe it does, and I'm not convinced that it does, what it does do, regardless of what I believe it does, is it does create lines, yeah, and kind of hanging lines. So yeah, we see this kind of a little bit of kind of a hanging shape, which is kind of what I want because nobody wants straight lines. So I'm going to use this to kind of add some more interesting shapes here. So I'm going to try and get some... Oh, I used the wrong way. So, for some reason this brush works different depending on which direction you use it in. Is that true? I don't know enough about... Well, I would say I don't know enough about physics, but I do know enough about physics. So, yeah, try again. So I'm going to try here, actually. Let's try catenary joining these two up. So say here. Yes, I think this could work nicely as a technique. Not one I've tried before, but... Oh, that is hanging very low. I don't know how this thing works. Convinced that it doesn't work quite right. I think it's broken. Let's just get rid of this before it causes some problem. And so just get rid of that, make sure that we don't accidentally start stretching some weird mushroom into our build. We can fit a ravine in here, I think. Kind of like with the one we've got over here. I think that's the appropriate thing to do, because we already have this kind of cliff edge here, and while it's not very exciting, it is a feature, and I like to preserve the features and kind of work through what we already have. So I'm going to go for a few more catenaries in here, actually, just to give me an idea of where I'm working through. And go in here too. Yes, and let's actually, maybe we can change the direction of this one just a little. Oh, okay, well that wasn't what I intended. Let's try that again. So the ridges of mountains in real life are not quite so straight as these ones that I've just put in, so hopefully we can kind of reflect that in our build here. And get a little bit in here. Cookie! Nom nom! Hello, friend. So now we've got this kind of tent-like structure. And this is basically going to swell up into our build. So what I'm going to do first of all, actually, is brush cylinder stone. Let's call it 7-7. And I'm just going to, real quick, just bulk out in here. So I know I said I don't like to use the cylinders, but since we've got a lot of kind of space to fill here, it makes sense to be using them for this purpose at least. I am doing just great. working in the morning on my Minecraft, which is nice before I have to go to work. How about yourself, friend? How are you today? Hello, Crafting. Hello, Christina. How are you two doing today? That is good. Are you a real cookie, or are you just masquerading as a cookie? These are the serious questions. You know, we like to do serious chit chat on this stream. That sounds nice. My name is Imgal. I don't like to share my real name. I don't know if anybody knows it. You could probably find it if you were weird and stalkerish enough, but I don't want to give you that much information. Oh, it's nice to be able to distract oneself at work, actually, if you have an office that can let you do that. I hope that I will be sufficiently distracting for you that you can let the day fly away. Is it like an anthropomorphic cookie or just a straight up like cookie bouncing on the keyboard? I like to know my viewers. I like to get to know, who I'm working with here. Okay, so we've kind of filled out a little bit under these catenaries now, and I mean it's very ugly. You don't need a degree in design to see that. So let's do now real quick. Try a small one. We'll do a brush. I don't usually use spheres, but I think spheres are appropriate here. So let's do a real quick. Whoops, brush sphere stone 3. I'm gonna go a little bit bigger, and I'm just gonna use this just to bulk out inside here because the brushes will do weird things if we don't have the right basic shape underneath. They're really made for working on kind of standard Minecraft worlds, not really in the fashion that I'm using them. Who's there? Okay, have fun. What do you work as, Christina? Or what work are you doing, I should say? That's assuming you're at some kind of a job. I'm a software engineer myself. I do work on financial software. It is not very exciting, I'll tell you that much for free. But I don't have to go to work quite yet, so that's nice. So there we go. We've kind of got the basic shape underneath there now, and we can swap into a lift brush now. So we can lift yourself. And we're going to use this fairly small one, and we're going to try and keep this catenary shape. So, in fact, let's do this a bit more methodically. We'll start at the top here. Night shift pediatric critical care nurse. Wow, that sounds like a lot. So, like emergency care for children at nighttime, right? That sounds like a good line of work. I mean, well, maybe not. Yeah, when I say good, I mean noble, I suppose. A good dedication for your time, for sure. I hope you're proud of yourself. I'm not proud of my job. I help the rich get richer. I hope you find it fulfilling. Do you? Although I guess it must be hard as well, is it? Well, it must be hard. I don't even want to. It's probably not even a question. The Devil's Lettuce, is that? Yeah, I can imagine that being, I suppose, hard, difficult, but rewarding too. I worked a little bit with children in when I was in Korea, and I mean, obviously not under even completely incomparable circumstances I was teaching, but kids can be super sweet, and it must be really difficult to see them in such kind of difficult situations. That's good though. I mean, if you're feeling kind of rewarded and satisfied at work, then you know the rest plays itself really. So there we go. We've kind of worked in a bit of the shape here, and I think it looks quite nice. We've definitely got this kind of catenary, I don't know what, it's some kind of a parabolic shape going on, which is what I was hoping for. I do want to make this more of a steep bank instead of a cliff, so I'm just going to try and resolve that a little bit. And just bulk out the bottom. Are you in America then? If it's night, I mean it's nighttime now, I guess. So that's looking better, and I mean it's still got an extremely rocky look to it, but I think that's quite nice. I think it looks quite cool. What we're going to do now is a blend ball, and we're going to use it generously on quite a large one. We want maybe a bigger one than that even, so we're going to really go to town with the blend ball. Just kind of hit the whole area here and see what we can kind of do, and it's looking pretty good. I'm going to use it, yeah, really generously. It is going to melt the structure, basically make it into kind of a very melted shape, but that's okay because we still haven't done the surface level of detail anyway, so this will be nice. So there we go, we got the basic shape in. Now what we can do is, it works so well, a blend brush, like really produces some really nice structures. Yeah, so this is, I'm using World Edit, and I'm also using Voxel Sniper. So World Edit is doing the simpler functions, and Voxel Sniper is doing a lot of these kind of erosion functions. I'm going to use a melt brush now. So melt brush kind of does what it says on the tin. I don't really know how to describe it technically, because again, I don't know how these brushes are working technically. It's something to do with the number of exposed faces on each block. But what this does do is it basically, when applied to landscapes, it kind of stretches them out, particularly horizontally. So as if they were kind of flowing, which is kind of what I want right now, because I want to kind of pull out at the bottom here. Just to kind of smooth this in a little bit. And I mean, of course, this is going to have, this is not going to be completely flat, so this is going to need a lot more work on its own. But I just want to get kind of the basic shape done while I'm here, for the mountain that is, and then we can work on whatever is going to be at the bottom. Well, I don't think there will be a stream this evening. In fact, there will not be a stream this evening. I'm having some friends, some of my university friends are visiting, so I'm going to be out with them. They won't be on this weekend either because they're staying over, so it may be Monday that I see you again, nudes, and enjoy your smoke. So then, good. I feel blessed. I hope to receive their blessing again today at work when all my endeavours succeed in their name. So we can actually see we've got kind of a this has created quite a distinct shape. This is kind of much more flowy. Perhaps we do need to put an overlayer on it, but I don't know. I mean, I think if we have kind of grass or snow down here, it'll look quite nice, and then we can leave this kind of rocky, cliffy bit as well. So let's go for a ravine in here. Let's do it. Alright. Enjoy your evening. I guess that might be difficult, but do some good work. Look after the kids, and I hope to see you later. I'm going to use a lift brush. I'm going to do this, and I'm basically going to use this lift brush to dig. This is not the ideal way of doing this, but I do not know a better way. I mean, there's definitely many ways of doing this, but presently I don't know. Maybe I can use a better technique. Let's use a cylinder. So we're going to use brush cylinder air. We'll say 15. Wait, 315. All right. I want this to kind of hang a little bit, so that's what I'm going to do. So we definitely don't need a 315. We use a 37, so we don't do any accidental damage. And we're going to have this kind of hanging, and then we can have hopefully a waterfall. Excuse me, my Outlook settings are out of date. This world presently doesn't have a name, although Aikuk is a bit of a mouthful. Although it is a good name, I would agree with that. And in this way we can create a ravine. What I'm going to use now is one of World Edit's terraforming brushes, which is something I don't usually do, but I think it's appropriate here. It's called the Cliff Brush, and it does exactly what it says on the tin. So let's apply it here. We're not going to need this again. So we're going to do brush cliff, and we'll do say 7, and we'll go boom. And what in the hecking heck is that? What just happened? I pulled up the bedrock? Is that? Yes, I did. I pulled up the bedrock. Okay. So that wasn't what I had in mind. Let's not do that. Let's try a smaller cliff brush. How about cliff brush 5? Okay, it didn't work, but maybe... There we go. Okay, this is better. Yes. This creates very Minecraft-style cliffs, which is, you know, okay. We don't have to have super fancy cliffs at all times. And there we are. That's a real easy solution to just... Whoops. Let's not do that. No. What is going on? Oh, gosh. I need to undo something because I've caused some damage underground there, I think. So we're so close to bedrock that this is causing problems. Ugh, gosh. Okay, well, the cliff brush isn't going to work in that corner, apparently. There we go. Real quick and real easy we get these kind of cliffs, which looks nice. So next thing I'm going to do is to blend Aikuk. Yeah, or maybe Aikuk. So I'm gonna use a lift brush. It's gonna make sure it's kind of small. Just gonna use this to take the edge off here and blend in, and we're just gonna blend this cliff together. And we have this edge here, so maybe we could do something with that, but perhaps not at this stage. We'll perhaps do that when we come back here. So I'm just gonna make sure these two edges are just nicely joined, and I'm gonna take a blend ball over this one, I think. Yes, so that works, I think. So let's take a blend ball, and we'll do a size 7 maybe. And we'll just kind of run along here and just make sure that it's a bit smoother. Cool. So that's that edge dealt with. This other edge, well, I mean, as I say, we're going to do something here anyway, and we're going to build this ravine later. You know what, this is a bit smooth. Maybe I don't like that for a ravine. Let's try lift brush again. And let's just really push back at the base here. Whoa, too big. So we're just going to push away the base so that we can kind of try to make this a bit kind of wider and deeper and sharper than, so that it's not quite so shallow at the edge, because I don't really like that as a shape. I want it to be kind of sharper. I want there to be a sharp fall into the water, which will be here, assuming there's going to be water here. Maybe there won't. Be a hanging that's a little bit better, yeah. Hanging dry valley, perhaps. And let's take a smooth brush. We need a bigger one. So let's just up the size a little, and we'll just quickly shave off all the edges here. Done. Nice. Looks good. Yes, okay. There, much better. So we get this proper kind of cliff edge. And obviously we have work to do over here. Gosh, there is a lot of work still going on. Hello, good guy. Oof. So let's blend this bit in here. We're gonna use a lift brush, and we're gonna push to wrong. Thank you, welcome. Oh, double thank you. Mr. Good Guy. Oof. So I'm just going to try and do the same as what I did on the other side here and blend in this to make a steeper edge. I don't want it to be too steep. Or maybe I do. Maybe I do want to have a cliff edge here. I would very much like to fulfill your request, but I think copyright-wise I can't do that. At least I don't have the capacity to do it with my setup anyway, unfortunately. But I am partial to a bit of Elvis. I mean, I'm not a huge Elvis fan, but I like the classics. I mean, I'm a big fan of, what is it called? Suspicious Minds, Hound Dog. That's probably about it as far as my Elvis knowledge goes, but I am definitely partial to those songs. Do you have any recommendations? You got any classic Elvis that you love? Is he actually not copyrighted? Interesting. I still can't do it because I haven't got the songs on my machine, but that is interesting to know. Holly, that is a that is an Elvis song, right? Clearly, I'm showing my ignorance here. Let me see. B Cylinder Stone 4. Yeah, brush. Cinderstone 4. Okay, yeah, well, that's good. Good to know. I mean, I thought he wasn't that long ago. So yeah, he should still be copyrighted. He'll probably be copyrighted forever now that the copyright law changed to protect Mickey Mouse. No, I wasn't sure about that. Clearly, we're from a different era, I guess. But there's so much good music in the world; it's hard to keep up. So yes, let's see if we can get kind of this ravine kind of going up. So we're going to go for the erode brush, lift brush again, and we're just going to use it to kind of push in here. And we're going to try and kind of carve the ravine into the side here. And I'm thinking we could have snow runoff, perhaps. Be the edge, be the source of this water. If we can have a kind of a glacier up here, which is what I'm imagining, then it would make some sense to have some kind of glacial runoff coming down and perhaps creating some nice little rivers. So just going to keep through here. What is Buddy Holly famous for? What is he got a most famous song? I'm sure I'll recognise the most famous song, maybe. Cool. I think that'll work. I think it should work quite nicely. And I'm just going to take a smooth brush, and we'll just use this through here, and this should allow us to kind of make this a little bit more coherent as a shape instead of being this really random shape. Not random, but noisy is the word. Rough. Unfinished. And I understand that this is kind of perhaps... No, I don't know if it is out of order. So there we go, we get that ravine in there, and we have another portion of the build complete. Oh, are you actually Elvis? Because, you know, some people think that Elvis isn't dead, so... Oh, Jerome! It's good to see you again, friend. How have you been? Oh, really? Okay, well, good luck. I hope you succeed. I'm just going to get rid of these holes here, which I seem to have missed with the smooth brush. And obviously we do need to do something at the top of this mountain, but not quite yet, I think. Let's see if we can kind of improve this cliff edge here. So we're going to use a lift brush again. Oh, there's a brush called Float Clean. I wonder if that kills the floaters. I didn't realise that was a thing, actually. That's as I say, I actually don't know Buddy Holly at all. As I say, I might recognise a song if you told me, but can't say if I do at this point. So we're gonna try and make this into some kind of more coherent shapes, and particularly I want to go for some. I'm gonna make it slightly bigger. No, I'm not actually. Let's leave it as it is. Let's try and make some kind of big buttresses, I suppose. Buttress might be the word. Escarpment. I'm not sure. Kind of more interesting shapes rather than just these kind of cylinders that we have at the moment. Oh, Gravity Falls. My favourite cookie. Actually, in the UK, we don't call them cookies. The only cookie really the only cookie we have is we have fortune cookies, we call cookies, and we have chocolate chip cookies. And so I would say probably chocolate chip because that's the only one that we really have here. If you mean any kind of, sorry, biscuit, yeah. I don't know, maybe a shortbread? I do quite like shortbread. Or ginger biscuits, actually. I think gingerbread is kind of a cookie, isn't it? I really like gingerbread, so maybe that. Sorry, excuse me. Just a bit of gas. What time is it where you guys are? You're mostly Americans, are you? Oh, it's true. Maybe my favorite type of cookie is cookie. Okay, well then, we'll say chocolate chip cookies. That's definitely a cookie. No two ways about it. And see if we can pull this edge in here so that we don't have this sudden kind of flat surface. This was actually what we were doing just before we finished last time, so we can kind of smooth it out. Oh yes, I remember you mentioned that now. It's 5:40 PM in Australia, right? Whereabouts are you in Australia? Is it? Here we go. How many Australian cities do I know? Sydney, Canberra, Gold Coast? Shrug. New Jersey. Oh gosh, that's unfortunate. No, sorry, that's rude, isn't it? My company actually has an office in New Jersey. It used to be in New York, and now it's in New Jersey, which is unfortunate for anyone working for my company, really. Alright, so I'm going to use the... Oh, I'm already using the lift brush. I'm going to use the push brush a little. Actually, let's do a blend brush real quick. Blend ball. We'll do quite a large one. And I'm just going to use this just to clean it down a little bit. There we are, and maybe in here. Okay, yes, the blend ball is powerful and we should be careful where we use it. Oh, Brisbane. Yeah, I remember Brisbane now. Oh, I wasn't naming capitals. I was just saying cities that I knew. I only know Gold Coast because I stopped over there on my way back from New Zealand. Yeah, okay, this is cool. So that's working, nice. Let's see if we can. We're gonna wreck this area with a blend ball right now, but it's okay because then we can try and smooth it in a little bit better. Because at the moment it is screwed. This is kind of nice actually. This ridge of dirt that we've got going on. Sorry, Brisbane. You know, people in the ex-colonies, they say words different than we do. Oh, it's an O. This is what it looks like under here. That's cool though. Wow, the light shining through. Looks nice. Let's just quickly fill out in here. Make sure that we're not going to breach here again. Just going to do that. And we can teleport through using the compass. nothing to pass through. Maybe we can leave that as is actually, or maybe we need to clear out some more of these trees so we can get a little bit deeper. No, I think that's okay. I think that's passable. So we got, overall it's looking kind of nice on this side now. I think that's it on this side. In fact, I think maybe we've done the whole of the basic shape now, this mountain. It looks like perhaps we have. So yes, I think we're going to say basic shape done. So next thing I'm going to do, I think, is put some materials on here. So let's have a go at painting. So we're going to do a brush sphere, dirt, 4, and we do mask stone. And I'm just going to use this to cover anything that I think should be. Let's not do it this way. Let's do instead we'll do B overlay D3, and we'll use this, and this will let us overlay with dirt, which is kind of what we want to do. In fact, it's exactly what we want to do. And we're turning the stone at the surface into dirt. And I'm not going to put it all the way up the mountain because I think that's going to look silly. But I am going to put some in. We'll leave that stony. So we get some in here as well. Actually, I just want to do this kind of up and down so that we get kind of a nice shot for the time lapse. So that's dirt. I think I'll continue the dirt all the way up to kind of here. Keep it all the way through here, and then I think we'll call it a day at that. Won't put the grass on yet because we only want one layer of that. So next thing we'll do, let's go for some brush stone. No, brush cylinder. Stone 1. Stone 1. No, not cylinder. Why would I choose cylinder? Brush sphere. Stone. Stone. Let's do 25% stone. 75% stone 1. And we're going to do size 3. Then we're going to go whack. And we're going to get that, which is not what I wanted. Okay, we'll try a different one. And we'll do a mask of stone. So what this should do... Whoa, what is that? That's not what I wanted either. Let's try 3. There we go, that's more like it. Yes, nice. So what we can do with this is... well, we can paint detail. And that's exactly what I intend to do. So... For example, we can move along here with it, and we can suggest that there's some kind of a harder rock here, which gives it this kind of stretched out area. This kind of tougher area here, where it's, what's the word? Not stretched out, but I suppose eroded, sticking out, maybe. I'm conscious of the fact that this stone doesn't behave like this. It's always in kind of in layers, so I'm going to try and keep it into those layers. And see if we can bring it kind of down through here. Bring it along the top here too. And then when we start using the brushes on this later, this stone ought to remain unchanged. So going to bring it down, or we can just kind of end it here, I think. That'll probably work. Nice. Okay, so at the moment this looks quite very well. It looks very visible and kind of weird, but later I think will be a lot better. Bring it through. I'm going to take it all the way around because I'm wanting to kind of maintain this for now, rather than lose what I'm doing and come back to it later. So I'm going to take it all the way around, and we're going to bring it over the top here. Where we have this overhang again. You know what? I want to change the mask to just be stone 1, stone 0, so that we can kind of add. And we'll bring it through here too. And through here. And we're starting to run out of a place to put it, so I'm going to scale it down a little. I'm just going to bring it around now. And this will probably be underneath dirt or snow or something, but I'm gonna keep working it anyway. So I'm trying to just target kind of the steepest areas here, because I think this can help kind of create this suggestion of what's happening, why the mountain is shaped the way that it's shaped. Let's see where we're going here, where we want to match up to. So we're in about the right place. So gonna bring it through here. And finish up. Way around here. There we go. We have kind of this double layer thing going on, so I'm not really sure what to do about that. I guess we can bring this one around too. 2 layers is not too much, I think. It's not unreasonable. We'll do the same kind of thing. Bring it up a little, and then down a little, and around a little. Bring it down here. And we can get it in here too, because we got this cliff here. And through here. Bring it along the bottom here where we've got this kind of double cliff. Oh yes, I'm excited. This is going to look nice. Keep bringing it through. I like the technique actually of blending the stones, so it's not just the one. We can get it up here, and through here, and then finally I guess we can take it around the top of this area. And in fact, perhaps we could get it into here. Yeah, let's do that. So we're just gonna kind of push it through the center here. Bring it out a little bit through here. Now, of course, if anybody digs inside, they'll find out this is not really a full layer of stone, but who really cares? It doesn't matter. Nobody, in all likelihood, this is not going to be a survival map. I don't know whether it will be any kind of a map, but it certainly probably is not going to be a survival map. So we might be okay. Bring it in here. We can get it along the bottom here, and there we are. Nice. Let's have a quick look. Yes, I like it. And I mean, some of this will be covered, and when I use the brushes on this, some of it will change shape, so this is not kind of the final version, but it looks nice. Looks good. Yes, 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 yes. Excellent. Okay. I'm just gonna grab a quick water and go for a quick bio break. So, let me know if you have any ideas. We'll just position myself. Position here, I guess. But you can't see much over that way. Whatever, it doesn't matter too much. I'm going away for 30 seconds, not even that. I'll be right back. Hello! Welcome back, Imgal. Nearly said my own name. Oops. But I didn't. Saved it. Nailed it. Okay. So, what now? Options now. Let's go with the same technique, but we'll try with the Fife. Oh, Game Buster. I suspected you might be lurking here. Let's try a different technique though. Let's go 50-50. And we'll scale it up. And we'll try and keep it kind of level. How are you doing, friend? I haven't had a chance to interrogate you for a while. So you probably can't even see this happening. It's doing almost nothing visible. That's okay. Doesn't have to be super visible. We will feel. Thank you. Oh, you can kind of see it from this distance. It looks good. It looks nice. Oh yeah, what mod is it this time? I'm trying to remember. What were you doing last time? Was it with inventory, wasn't it? I'm gonna actually, so I'm painting a little bit just to make this a bit more into a bit of a larger band, and also to try and make the shape of the mountain seem a bit more consistent, because it doesn't make sense to have straight some straight edges and also some not so straight edges. Like to have a straight line through the top and then these kind of wibbly wobbly white ones is a bit weird. So I'm gonna try and let's zoom out and see kind of what we made. Kind of funny that you can't really see until you get far away. In fact, I can probably just paint from here, can't I? That's nice. So what else? I suppose we can do this elsewhere as well. So let's do a band directly underneath this one. I'm just gonna follow this one around. Any luck, we will get a nice natural looking shape. Kind of interesting how the shadow is leaving a trail. Some feature of the or some part of the shaders mod is making it so that some things are actually leaving trails, which is very odd. I guess it's some kind of video processing effect. Oh, that's nice. I remember there were quite a lot of those in the early days. People made quite a lot of them, but that was a long time ago. I don't know whether or not they're still around. The generation is Minecraft's greatest feature, so if you can kind of work with that, I think that could be really rewarding thing to be working on. Okay, so that looks good, I think. Good. So we're starting to get real detail onto our... I need to put snow now. Snow is the next feature. The next thing that comes onto this mountain is snow, I'm pretty sure of it. And then we can start to kind of get the finishing touches. So let's go for brush cylinder. Snow. No, not cylinder. Brush sphere. Snow. 2. We'll do mask air. And we can just plop this down. And now I'm going to have to use some brushes on top of this, I think. But this is a good start. In fact, let's undo this. Let's start it right. Let's do brush. Where is packed ice? That's the first thing. Packed ice. 174. Brush. No. B overlay. D1. Actually, let's do D3. And we're going to do V174, is it? Yes, okay. And we're going to do this. Wow. Let's be a little bit more careful about that. So we're going to start at the top here. Just going to hit the top with this very deep packed ice. Are there any, your dungeon crawler, is there any kind of specific inspiration for it, or any kind of specific features that you have in mind? So we're going to do overlay D2 now and just extend it just a little bit. I'll be careful not to get too much ice all over everything. And then we'll do D1, and we'll just extend just a little bit further. I'm going to try and keep it kind of fairly consistent height, and not like that. Yes. And not there either. Nice. Okay, that's too deep. Get rid of that. Actually, that'll be okay because we're going to have snow there. So let's redo those. And there we go. Alright, now we can take... what we're going to do is the snow. And I'm going to use this one. We need to do dash over all. Or is it over all? Dash over all. Ah, nice. That sounds pretty good, actually. Some kind of generic functionality can be really useful. Problem is sometimes people create these things and then they don't really get a whole lot of use, but difficult. Difficult to know whether or not, you know, you got to try. There have been some very successful tools that have been used by a lot of people, so with some luck you could have a great time. Help overlay. I'm sure it's over all. Okay. Over space all. Goodness me. There we go. Okay. I don't want that. I don't want that either. I want deep snow. No block. 80. V80. Oh gosh, this reminded me suddenly of when you know what? Let's use some sneaky techers here. So actually, it's not going to work exactly as I want. And it's going to overlay this. What? Oh? Why is he doing that? There's no block there. Odd. It's doing it everywhere. I may need to use a gravity brush or something. Don't know why it's doing that, to be honest. I don't get it. What? Alright, well, we'll try using a gravity brush on it. So, I'm going to try to overlay it over all of the ice here, and then a little bit further too. And then we'll use the gravity brush. I think it's a world edit tool, so I should be able to use the mask. Nobody cared who I was before I put on the mask. Okay, so let's try that. Brush. Gravity. So, let's just get rid of that. So we can actually brush. Oh. Welcome, Carter Beast Mod 3, and I've just realised, skip this song. Oh, it just ended. Okay, we're okay. We're all in the clear. So sorry, I wanted to brush none on this because this, of course, is my brush gravity mask. No, 80. Yes, okay. That worked. It has not worked. I don't know what it's doing. I think the mask 80 is confusing it. Redo that. And we'll do mask. We'll take the mask off. There we go, okay. And we'll just spread this around. There's no kind of anti-gravity stuff happening here anyway, so should have started at the bottom actually, shouldn't I? So we'll do that. So we're just going to run around the bottom and then we'll move it up to the top after. gosh, gotta be a little bit careful here. There is some stuff, some blocks that are not correctly placed. Not. What's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Some blocks that the gravity brush will wreck because we've got kind of overhanging cliffs, so be a little bit careful there. Alrighty, there we go. It's like I'm applying the snowfall. Yeah. Nice. So I'm just going to take it around the top here now. Liberal application. And with a bit of luck, we will have ourselves a snowy, snowy mountain. Don't know if I like the way packed ice looks, actually. Apparently I missed some spots. Hello, Robin. Not too much up. I am building a mountain. How are you? Hope you're well. Goodness, this is taking a while, actually. I don't know why it didn't overlay properly anyway. Annoying. There we go. I think we've done it. I think we've gravity-fied everything. Let's have a quick look at what we got. Nice. It looks nice. Yeah, I think it's good. The next thing then. Put these glaciers in. Now I want the glaciers to be snow rather than the packed ice, I think, because I think the packed ice is kind of ugly. Maybe I could try a combination. So let's try a brush sphere. It's packed ice. Packed ice. 174. And snow is 80. Brush 174, 80. That is not going to work. Brush sphere 174, 83. Let's try that. Uh-oh. Did that crash the server? Well, that's no good. No, the server still seems to be running. That's weird. I mean, fine, but let's try that again. So I just want to check packed ice again. 179 is it? 174. Brush sphere 80 174. Let's just try that out. Yeah, that looks about right. Although I don't really like it. I think I want to do the same kind of thing, but that is ice at the bottom and snow on the top. So let's try 180. Wait, 174, yeah. 2, and we'll do mask air. We're only trying to hit the air here with this. And the first is going to look pretty ugly, I suspect. But with a bit of TLC, I think we can get it to a shape where it's nice. So we're going to have this kind of, basically, you know how glaciers are, they're giant rivers of ice. So, I mean, obviously, I haven't really got room for a realistic sized glacier here, and it's already a very large build, so I think we're going to get away with this. I mean, it's not perfect or correct even, but screw it. It looks cool, that's what matters. So, it looks cool now, and I think with some kind of icicles in there, it's going to look even better. So, we get this in here, and then we can kind of... I just want to, yeah, blend it to look a little bit more reasonable, because, you know, it doesn't just... Glaciers don't just appear from nowhere. So, let's get that in there. Yes, it's going to look nice, I think. And we're also going to want place you over this way. So let's kind of bulk out through here. I'm actually going to put mask air and 80 on there so that we can overwrite the snow, because it doesn't really make sense that the ice would... the ice is made from compacted snow, so it doesn't really make sense that the ice would like avoid the snow, if you understand what I'm saying there. Nice, nice. Through here. Cool, cool, cool. Quite like the shape already. I mean, I know it's very clunky, but I'll have this just kind of hanging over the edge a little bit here. Now kind of, actually, let's bring it all the way down through here. So we fill this whole little ravine in. Bring it down to about here, and then we'll have kind of icicles and water pouring off it. Oh, I'm excited now. The possibilities are just revealing themselves, which is good. See what that looks like. Is it too much? I think it might be too much. So let's push back a little here. So we'll do a brush air, brush cylinder, no, brush sphere air 3, mask 174. And we'll just use this just to push this back into place a little bit. We get more of a kind of a cohesive shape. Yes, cool, cool, cool. Pardon me. Excuse me. So that looks good. This one looks nice too. How we're getting the water down here, I don't know. This water is just an enigma. Perhaps we should just have it coming out of a cave. I think a cave might be the most reasonable solution for that at the moment. It's not coming out of this mountain though, there's no way. Like, a glacier's not going to trail down the top there, no way. Alrighty, so let's do B. I think I already have overlay, don't I? Yes. To make this a little bit smaller, I'm just going to overlay with snow. Maybe I am? Or it's just going to not do that? What? What the heck? What's going on? My server seems to be struggling. Technical difficulties, bear with me. Hello? Right, well, when that message appears, we should be back in business. Until then, okay, it's really, really struggling. It's, oh no, it is loading more chunks, so... It's weird. Oh, timed out. Yeah, I think we have a problem. It's back now. Weird. It's odd. Alright. So I'm just going to overlay the whole of this with snow. Try and keep it kind of on the ice. We'll let the bottom bit be kind of snow free. It's done it again. Oh, no, we're back. Oh, okay. Actually, I just realised with a disconnection, it's going to interrupt the stream. Unfortunately, what's the word? Time lapse. It's kind of a shame. So what I'm going to do here actually is, I think I'm going to overlay and then I'm going to call it a day because there's only 5 minutes left of my streaming time, and I need some extra time to try and kind of sort the time lapse out real quick, because otherwise there's going to be problems because I logged out and back in again a couple times. Anyway, I think I'm going to say bye-bye. I'm going to say thanks for watching. Unless you guys want to have a look around, I can fly around and show you what we've got, but I mean, I totally understand if you don't care anymore because you've seen it all. So speak now or forever hold your peace. And I'm thinking this mountain's going to be pretty sweet by the time I'm done. I do need to put a pointy top on still. I think that's going to make a big difference. But from this angle, which is the main angle here, this is what I'm building it for. That looks cool, and not just in an icy way. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, I'm gonna head off. I hope to see. Oh, have you not seen the mushrooms? Let me fly over to the mushrooms. I'll show you the mushroom area. Since I can. Since I've broken the time lapse, I can fly away now. And I won't make this into any kind of a time lapse because it's only 5 minutes. So, got a little ravine area here. We got this kind of moorland area. We got mushroom boys over this way. Mushy Mush Kingdom. A variety of mushrooms. Got some big ones, some smaller ones, some clusters of mushrooms, some evil looking mushroom. This guy. Why's that there? Oh, I remember why that's there. And it needs to go. Some other mushies. I still really need to do more work over here. And then we have this death area. The skull thing looks kind of cool. In fact, yeah, this is quite nice. This quartz skull. Yes. Okay. So I'm gonna just quickly fly back over here, and then I'm gonna call it a day. So actually, from this angle, I wonder if we can see this mountain from in the valley. I don't think we can. Or maybe we can, actually. No, definitely not. That's a shame. No, not even from the top of the tree. Okay. Well, I'm gonna head to work. I'm going to say thanks for watching, and I'm going to hope to see you next time. And bye-bye. Bye.